fine morning to you all. Me and my father are on our way to the mountains inwards there in Etne, to a place called Hårlandsnibbane. But we had to have an early start this morning, and when you have an early start you get to experience the sunrise, and we drove past this beautiful little island in the lake by the road. You can see the cars there, they just keep driving by, but we had to make a quick stop because this is so incredible beautiful, and it's a fine opportunity to test out this little thing right here, the Lumix S1. So I took a quick handheld image of this lovely little island. I've driven past this island a lot of times, but today it was especially lovely. Great start. I'll talk to you more about the S1 and the destination when we get a little bit closer. All right, first picture of the day. Hope you like it.
I've been photographing using the Micro Four Thirds system since 2016. I first bought the Lumix GH5 back when it came out because I had heard that it was a good hybrid camera, and since I at the time made most of my money filming and editing documentaries and commercials, I figured that the GH4 would support both my financial needs as well as my creative needs. The GH4 served me very well until the GH5 came out, and then, as many others, I upgraded. And I worked with that camera since launch, and I've grown quite fond of it. We have traveled through freezing Svalbard, coastal hurricanes filled with seawater, and many adventures. And it has never failed me, not once. But it's a Micro Four Thirds camera, and with that comes certain limitations. And over the years I picked up a few tips and tricks on how to bypass to a certain degree those limitations, but it will never be a full format camera. And this last year I've really wanted to make the switch from Micro Four Thirds to full format. So when Lumix Nordic asked me to become an ambassador and offered me to borrow and try out the 24-105 f4 lens and the new S1 from the full frame S series, I jumped on board. I first tried the S1 the following morning after unwrapping it. We went down to the coast of 𝐂𝐚𝐬, where we live, to photograph a scene I wanted to photograph for a long time. It was proper fall weather, but the sunrise should coincide with the location at this time of year. But as you can see, we didn't get an optimal sunrise, but the scene looked moody as ever, and all in all, I thought it was a very great first photograph. So that's how I ended up with an S1. And now we can continue the tale of me and my father's hike to Hårlandsnibbane, and that's a proper Norwegian word, Hårlandsnibbane.
Right now we're driving into Littledalen, which in English means little valley, and to the left of me right now you can see Littledalsvatnet, little valley water. This is an old road going towards a parking space, and we're gonna start this hike at approximately 230 meters above the ocean. And the highest point where we're going today is 660, I think, or 630 or something. So it's not that high up. Is it icy?
A bit, but no problem so far.
The first snow of the year. first snow and the first frost. And the first time with a full format camera. Could this day get any better? So right up there you can see the destination where we're going to today. Hårlandsnibbane. Pretty impressive. There's a bit less snow than I actually hoped for. This is the starting point for today's hike. 2 days ago there came a bit of snow. The first snowfall of the year. And this is the first day where there's -degrees, so it's a bit chilly, but it's also something I've missed. I love winter, and I don't think a lot of people are going this hike today, so we get the hike to ourselves, and it's covered with beautiful white snow, everything. So this is going to be great. Where were I? Yeah, there are 2 parts leading to Hårlandsnibbane, and one is kind of almost not straight up, but you have these metal ladders you can kind of climb up along the mountainside. But since there has come a bit of snow, we're going around on the other side. We're going to follow this road until we come to a water which is named 𝐔𝐿𝐴𝐵𝐿, I think. And there's a cabin there where we're gonna have some food, I guess, and then we're gonna go up on the other side of the mountain and come out over there. You can see it right in the center of the frame now, on the top there. And then we're gonna have this view over 𝐿𝐿eDalen, and we're gonna have a panorama view of that valley with the mountain small Nibbach. The sky is blue, there's not a single cloud, so this is gonna be a beautiful day up in the mountains. And there may be some ice on the water, on the mountain lakes. So this is perfect. All right, let's get on with it. Missed winter. We have maybe walked 15 minutes and we stumble upon this beautiful winter scene, which is right behind me now. I think you all can guess what I'm including in this picture, but I'm gonna try to talk you through it nonetheless. If you see here these beautiful icy straws in the foreground, and you get the reflection over there, I don't want the sun in the image, so I'm cutting it off for the sun, because that will kind of overexpose the left side of the frame. This is very, very beautiful. What a start on this trip. Me and my father we're really looking forward to continue inwards and see the rest of the lakes. Well, we're getting there. We're well on the way to Røde, which will be our first stop before we venture the last bit up to Hårlandsnibbane. So it's not that far now. Maybe an hour, maybe less, maybe more. It's a bit slippery, so we're taking it slow. But what a day! And there's absolutely no wind. No sound. My father has gone way over there doing some photography probably. I'm traveling a lot with my father lately, and I must say it's very fun. It's good company. So, how's the day been? How's the day been so far?
Perfect. Perfect. A bit cold in the beginning, now it's very nice. And a small taste of winter.
Not that far now. Røde
1 kilometer.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Sure to make some coffee when we get there.
Coffee and soup.
Coffee and soup.
Mm.
Sounds like a plan.
Yeah.
So, a Lumix Nordic ambassador. What does that mean? Well, for starters, they sent me the new Lumix S1 from the new full format series from Panasonic. And that's a series I've been sniffing on for the last year because I wanted to go full format for quite a while. And they offered to lend me an S1 so I can try it out, test it out, a new camera system, which is absolutely fine by me because I've been using the Lumix GH4, GH5 since 2015, and I love the system, so I have absolutely no problem putting myself behind that brand. And since they're lending me the S1 for a while, it's a win-win for me, and I'm really grateful for the opportunity to try it out. But I'll be happy to talk more about what it means being the ambassador in my next video, which incidentally will be a Q&A video. So now is a good time to ask any questions you have regarding me and my channel, whether it be music or photography or just life in general. So leave the questions in the comment section and I'll probably answer all your questions in the next video. Probably all the questions. It depends on the question. There it is. Røde.
Autofocus.
Nei. So there you saw this rock here.
Yes. It's like a cubus. Yeah, or the trolls have the dice and they play with this.
It's a troll dice.
A troll die.
So you set up here?
Yeah.
This is your image.
This is my image for today, or one of them.
Right behind me now is Røde, which is a cabin owned and operated by the DNT, the Norske Turistforening, the Norwegian Tourist Association or something. Which means that this hut is open for wanderers like us who just need to close it afterwards and don't make a mess. And if you eat some of the food there and stuff like that, you have to pay some money. But it's open all year. So let's take a look, shall we? So there's a fireplace with some firewood. And there's a gas burner under here if you want to cook. And things you need like coffee. And here's proviant, food. Pretty neat selection if you're feeling peckish. So if we had forgotten food, we can use this box here. It says kasse, which you can put some money into. And here's the rules of the hut. It's a good hut to have.
Good hut.
We've left the cabin and we are now well on our way to Hårlandsnibbane, the mountain formation I talked about in the beginning of this video. And it's like, you know, the Norwegian mountain Trolltunga, the famous tongue sticking out of the mountain up near Odda. This is kind of like that, but in a smaller scale. And instead of one tongue, there's 5 sticking out of the mountains. There's a bit more snow here, and to photograph these Hårlandsnibbane in snow, that's gonna be something. Look at this view. They're massive. They are much larger than I thought.
Looked like some small stones from down there.
Down the road.
And here are giants. Giant stones.
I'm gonna take a picture from here and then we're gonna go closer. This
is wow.
This is wow. This is wow. Right down there, I was there just a minute ago. You can see the tracks there. And I took a few handheld images of Hårlandsnibbane. But from here, you get this whole panorama view. And that means, of course, I'm gonna do a panorama. I'm gonna start from there approximately, and get the valley almost all the way over towards the sun, but not the sun directly. So looking at my settings, I'm approximately at f10 and 50 of a second. Also, I'm using a 2-second shutter delay to dissolve any camera shakiness from the tripod itself. I'm going to take this image and then I'm going to go down and join my dad. And we're going to photograph this mountain chain from down there. And we can see all the way in here. So that is the plan. But first, a panorama. So we're on a bit of a time schedule right now because the sun is setting and we need to get down as far down as possible we can before it gets dark. We do have torches, but this terrain, even with torches when it's slippery, it's best to have daylight. The first image I took was a panorama. I started from here and all the way over here approximately, getting the road down there, which is really nice. Love the road. I think that came out pretty well. I really hope that. I think it was 7 images down, tilted a bit down, not much. I don't know about you, but I've had a great time up here.
Mighty experience.
Mighty experience. It is like that. We started this hike really early, so we had plenty of time, but you know how it goes. We see something pretty and then we photograph it for an hour and then we move.
Somehow we always get trouble with time, but
true.
That's
how it is. Thank you so much for watching and take care of each other. Da får vi komme oss ned før det blir mørkt.
Yeah, let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Bye. Oh, and one more thing before I forget. Leave your questions for the next video's Q&A down below. Don't forget. All right. Here, there, and back again.